tell you a little bit more about sean-nós, which is an Irish term meaning old style. Sean-nós is a term that was applied in the late 19th, early 20th centuries to the kinds of dancing and kinds of singing that were happening in the Gaeltacht areas, in the mostly Irish-speaking areas around the fringes of the country. Sean-nós also applies to a kind of singing style in the solo tradition, the laments and the love songs, which is very different from the kinds of music that you may hear, pop music or even classical operatic style music, where the soloist style, especially for the female vocalists, is very similar to a violin. In the sean-nós tradition, the vocal style is much more similar to an uilleann pipe, where there's a drone. There are lots of emphasis on the N's and the L's, and there isn't any dynamic variation of loud and soft, but the emotional content of a song is given by the ornamentation, similar to the pipe ornamentation, and also similar to the pipes. A singer will hardly ever sing the same song the same way twice. Let me spare you from that. I'm not going to do any of that kind of singing. It's a little odd. But what I am going to sing is a little more portabella, which is a term from the Scots Gaelic, which means mouth music, that came down through Ireland, and it's music that was made to accompany walking songs or working songs, like rowing the boat, or working the looms, or twisting rope, where a repetitive motion was desired, and kind of keeping time to the work that was at hand. And because some of the rhythms that were used in these work songs were the same rhythms that were used in dance tunes, the jigs and the reels, many of the songs became dance tunes as well, in areas where there weren't an instrumentalist just down the street you could pull up and play your fiddle or play your flute or play your pipes. Someone who had a song on them could sing a song to accompany a dancer, and so that's what I'm going to do for you today. A couple of songs in Irish, and the words aren't terribly deep, terribly meaningful. Mostly the words were chosen for the rhythm that they impart. So a couple of jigs. The first one is called Rogadh Duv, which is the black rogue, and it talks about how the black rogue comes and steals away bits and pieces and then takes them away to his nest over beyond the mountains, and he's up to no good. And there's about a bit of diddly-diddly in between each of the verses there. And then the second song is Pat Conroy's house, where it talks about the big potato pot at Pat Conroy's house that's so big it can fit 2 days worth of potatoes in it. And it also talks a little bit about Baba, little Barbie, who is just the cutest little thing you ever did see. When the older women are putting on their shawls, she puts a blanket on her head, and when the older women are having their cup of tea, she's got her finger in her mouth, and she's just the darndest cutest little thing that I would love to make her a little carriage out of an old soup pot with wheels on it. Like I said, not terribly deep, not terribly moving, but it will be in Irish, so now you know what it's about. You can let go and watch Karen's magnificent feet. Mustakas move rogan and rogan a dove. Mustakas move rogan and rogan a dove. Mustakas move rogan and rogan a dove. Well, not picking pakas, been long do. Tidily, 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 tidily do. Tidily dee, tidily do. Tidily deedly, tidily do. Tanadins and shleelag and rogan a dove. Tanadins and shleelag and rogan a dove. Tanadins and shleelag and rogan a dove. The yaoshi and boher and conquer and clock. Tidily, 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 tidily do. Tidily do, tidily tidily dum, tidily 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 dum. Da vecka som meira til vela den tru, da vecka som meira til vela den tru, da vecka som meira til vela den tru, den racher sin nagen en rogar a dove. Tidily 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 do, tidily tidily do, tidily 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 dum. Bin pottam har fattig till forken vi, bin pottam har fattig till forken vi, bin pottam har fattig till forken vi, shin pottam har fattig till forken shinshis. Oh Malana is so Malay, so Malana can do it like he. Oh Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. Pinkishapur Hati Pitor Kari, Pinkishapur Hati Flori Kari, Kishapur Hati Pitor Kari, cause Papa Shikanya is at the Hagi. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. If it's wrong with the one and you can't push on, it's wrong with the one and you can't push on. Wrong with the one and you can't push on, you never should not is split their account. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. No, it's wrong with the one and you can't push on, it's wrong with the one and you can't push on. It's wrong with the one and you can't push on, you never should not it's a bail and a bail. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. Oh, queer me Krishna Fiwa Bakari, oh, queer me Krishna Fiwa Bakari. Queer me Krishna Fiwa Bakari, Shamful the gleam of his robe free. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki. Oh, Malana is so Malay, so Malana get Derek Naki.